Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you're well. Right, we're back in Utopia. We are going to be working on our jaguar habitat today. A couple of things I want to do in here. I have just closed the zoo, by the way, so you can see everybody leaving just because they're just causing me a bit of stress, you know. They're just walking stupidly and getting in the way, and eventually they will start slowing the game down as well. So, you know, they've been in, I've checked them out, and they've done well, but let's clear the zoo now and we can just work alone. Now, one thing that I want to change a little bit in here is the water. I'm happy with it here because obviously the waterfall's coming down, but I want to expand it under here and make it come along the front of this area here as well, this other viewing area. So I'm just going to do that. Let's remove the water and then let's continue it around under here. I want to kind of bring it right in to here. Like so. And then I will create a gentle slope here for the animals to get in and out, hopefully. Although I think these animals I think they can get in and out quite easily anyway, so I don't think it's a big problem, but I will just, I just did a really, really bad job there. It's because I've got the intensity up so high, isn't it? I need to, there we go. I need to be more subtle with my landscaping. There we go. Right, now let's see about putting the water back in again, just like that. Nice. Good, okay. So, what else do we need to do? I need to finish off this actually because I need to duplicate these barriers over to the other side, because at the moment you could just fall off the side, which we wouldn't want. And then I think that should then sort of be the structure done, I think. So let's bring that over to there. I just need to adjust these because they're on the wrong side of the posts. Luckily they're double-sided, so I can just flip them over to the other side like that. Lovely. And then I will, that's annoying. Fine, I'll just do it like this. Let's get one there and one there, and then I will duplicate that one. Not too sure why it's going a bit wonky, but that's fine. There we go. Let's get that again onto the outside. Let's bring it in. Oh, okay. I might just need to adjust that other post. That's fine. Now, let's line this up with these ones first. Okay, is that? There we go. That's roughly lined up, as close as it's going to be. Anyway, let's bring this guy in like so, and then I think this one probably just needs to budge over a little bit like so. Nice. And then obviously there'll be rock work going on the back there. Great. So I think rocks is probably the next big thing to do. Actually, no, I was going to do the roof, wasn't I? Let's do the roof. This is going to be interesting. Like I said, I'm not good at this sort of thing. Whoa, hang on. It helps if you could spell thatch. So what have we got? We've got a couple of different types of thatch here. So there's a grey one. I think this is a better looking one. Got a thatch awning. I mean, actually that has potential because it's sort of pre-made. Do you know what? Let's try this. So let's have a look. Let's angle snap. I'm hoping if I can do the whole sort of angle snap thing, it should make the whole task much easier, I think. I won't worry about legs yet. I don't really want too much of a window here. I want it sort of like that. Let's bring that down, and then let's spin that. It will be a miracle if this works. So I've got to try and line that up so it's pretty much, you know, as close to that one as I can get. Right, now let's join them together. And let's see if they're going to turn and ultimately turn into a dome. That's the dream. I mean, it's not going to be an exact science, I don't think. Yeah, it's going to overlap like that, but you know, that's not the end of the world. So that's quite cool. As an initial shape, how high would you want? You see, I want it quite low. I want it obviously high enough that people can walk in, but not much higher than that, I don't think. So you don't really want to be able to see from the outside, but once you get inside, look at that. I love that they detail the inside so much. That does look good. So it is a shame that you get this overlap, but sometimes when you're doing these round structures, there's really no way around that. You just can't. You can't make it more accurate than that. So that's cool. Obviously, I'll do some legs as well at some point. Let's just think, what do we want on the top? Do we want more of the same? I do wonder if I should have done a second layer at the same time. I mean, the second layer could be more like that, actually. And then I can kind of, yeah, just overlap it a bit like that. Okay, that's cool. And then I need to swing that around. Oh, that's awkward, isn't it? How do I swing this around to the other direction? I guess I've got to bring it up, haven't I? And then down. I guess I've got to bring it across. So 1, 2, 3. So at least get that angle right. Very tricky, this sort of thing, because you've got to get the height spot on. At least it's lined up in that direction. I just need to make sure that it's kind of overlapping the same here. Okay, so I think that's pretty accurate. Okay, and then I've still got a hole. So do I still want a hole, or do I want it to be covered completely? That's the question. Let's go to there. And then, whoa, that's the wrong angle, isn't it? Here we go. There we go. Wow, interesting. I like it. And do I want this? That's the question. Do I want a big pointy top? No, that looks silly. I think I'll leave the hole in the top. Yeah, let's leave the hole in the top. What does it look like inside? That's the big question. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, actually. I might do a bit of a jungle feel in here, so I might lift the lid and do some do something else up there, like on the roof of the restaurant, maybe. I think that could look nice. But for now, let's look at some legs. Let's go bamboo, because it kind of makes sense to have bamboo legs, really, doesn't it? Let's see. I've got to try and get this lined up just right. Tell you what, do I necessarily want the legs to be right at the edge, or would it work if they were actually just inside like that? Potentially. I mean, I'd have to make them taller, because the problem is at the edge you've got them kind of interacting with the fence or the tables. Actually, I think it probably does work like that. If I bring them down. Now the problem I've got is, yeah, get in, hang on. I need them lined up directly with that. I think that's the problem. Now if that goes down, okay. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do one right in the middle of here. Let's get it right there between the table and the edge. Let's get it. I don't mind if it's poking out the bottom, because I can deal with that. Okay, let's get it over to this side and try and do it exactly the same. So it's just inside there, like that. Okay, now let's see. Let's see if these work in the same way. So I'm hoping, yeah, see, I can just... It's gone a little wonky, but I can, hopefully I can pull that back. Yeah, it's quite annoying actually that that's done that. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do other than just individually just go along and just pop them back in again. See, like I said, I'm never very good at doing these round buildings. This is the kind of thing that goes wrong. The best way of doing this would have been to do all of these bits at the same time, obviously, but I'm not that clever. Basically, yeah, sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. And unfortunately, when you get it wrong like this, it just means that you have to go back and just do a bit of repair work sometimes. But that's, you know, that's fine. It's not too big a job, really. And I think it will look good in the end anyway. Right, let's see. Was there any others poking out? No. Let's see what they look like inside. Hopefully, it at least looks like it's supporting. Nice. Right. I mean, it's a very big structure to be supported on a few bits of bamboo, but you know, it is what it is. I'll leave it like this here. I don't mind that. I think it needs that sort of strong look there. So that's all good. Right, let's just come out and see. What do we think? Wow, I mean, it's pretty big. It's quite an epic building, that. But I kind of like it. Now, I've got to work out what I'm doing underneath and inside. I do like the idea of having a big old tree sticking out the top. I don't know. I don't know. What do we think? Let's just see, shall we? What's the tallest tree? Oh, it's the redwood, isn't it? So what do we got? Look at the size of that. I'm just thinking out loud here. I kind of like the idea. That you just got this massive tree. Ah, it's unfortunately, yeah, it's kind of stuck there, isn't it, with the restaurant? I mean, I could bring it up. I mean, it does look a bit odd. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Or is it too much? Is it too much? I think it's too much. I wonder, there might be a more suitable tree, something a bit smaller. Let's have a look. California redwoods. You see, you got smaller versions actually. That has potential, doesn't it? It's not jungly though, and that just looks pathetic. But you get what I mean. That's the sort of tree that I'm thinking of. Actually, these are cool trees. These ones, I might use them in here. I'm just going to favourite those because I do like those ones. What other trees have we got? That's quite big and bushy, but this is going to be quite jungly. So, I mean, palm trees, or like the big old ghost things. Yeah, these look pretty cool. Actually, I quite like that. Growing out the top there. Yeah, we need a bit of work inside because that's too low down. But it looks pretty cool coming out the top, doesn't it? I do quite like that. I wonder if there's a way of making this bottom bit look better. No, there's not really, is there? Let's have a look. See, I like it from out here. I think that looks cool. But obviously, I'd need to come in here and do a bit of work in here. But that's fine because I can do something here. I can cover this with a load of palms. Actually, let's do that. Let's come in here. I like the idea of using this. So if I see if I can raise this up and create a bit of an edge and put some soil on the roof. See, that's all it needs. Just that third. Let's just do that, right? And then let's come into here. Let's put a load of soil down. And then I can sort of cover the roof with palms. And hopefully that will be enough to sort of disguise the bottom of the tree that's growing out the top. Okay, and then let's have a look. So this what I'm thinking is, let's get rid of all of this snapping malarkey. See if you can get enough of this stuff like this kind of around the bottom of this, you can hide the fact that the trunk disappears. So you can even just fill it in at the bottom here as well. See, that looks pretty cool already, doesn't it? So now it looks like the trunk of that ghost palm tree is actually growing right the way down, somehow into the restaurant. Now I have got stuff coming down here. That's a shame because I wanted to be able to see into this restaurant, but I may not. I'll tell you what I might do. I might just close it off a bit. Maybe just close this here and maybe here. Just keep this bit open. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because I don't want people to see this, but at the same time, it's the only way I can really get this roof looking good. So let's go with it. And then I think a load of these nice, and there's nice bits like this. I love these. These things look great, but they're all going to have to be kind of angled like so, because otherwise they're just not gonna work properly, are they? They need to be really growing out over the side. And let's just keep going with these big ones. I'm going to need quite a lot of this stuff. Try not to get too much sticking through the roof. It's really hard to actually see this because the obviously the roof of the whole thing is kind of in the way. As soon as you zoom out to try and get a view like that, you end up ruining your view. I'm not sure. I think this is going to look okay. I'll just keep going. I think ultimately, once I've filled it in enough, okay, we're getting there, but what it needs is a load of these ones, I think, these smaller ones. Kind of coming right out of the sides like this. I wonder if I duplicate that. Yeah, it does stay at an angle, doesn't it, at least? Although, no, it's the wrong angle. It's really tricky because you want it to look really jungly without it looking overgrown. I wonder if actually this kind of thing, that looks kind of cool, kind of hanging down over the side. It's growing out of the side a bit, but I don't mind that. I think that looks all right. Probably not there because you can see that a bit too much, but maybe kind of hanging down here. Just filling in the gaps is what I'm after. A bit like that. I don't mind if it's kind of growing out the side of the building. What's it look like as you come down here? That's kind of what matters. Just want it to look a bit jungly up there, really. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. As you come in, you just got a little bit of a jungle up there. Needs a bit more just in there actually, doesn't it? Let's just come back in there. Kind of get a bit of this just poking out. Tell you what, actually I should probably use some more of these as well, because these just look great. How high can I come into here? Try and get a bit of a bird's eye view here. There we go. Yeah, try and make it just look really nice and jungly up here. Try and make it look okay. Yeah, I've still got this stuff sticking through here. It's a shame. Do you know what? I'm going to have to just cover it up, because as much as I like the idea of being able to see in there, I want to enjoy this roof rather than looking at that. Just realised these stone pieces actually don't go low enough. I hadn't realised that. But what I could do in here is I could get some more around the bottom here, couldn't I? What do I want in here? Do I want some pots? Pots with palms? I think pots with palms makes sense, doesn't it? Where are we? Pots, pots, pots. Round pots. Yeah, let's do... I like these ones. I just think these are going to work like that. Yeah, they just look great, don't they? In fact, you can kind of double them up and create extra bushiness as well. If only I could select that last one that I just put in. That's annoying. Where are you? I know you're in there. Hang on, is it sticking through? There we go. Excellent. Okay. Okay, let's kind of fill it up a bit with these. Give each one a little spin so you get a slightly different angle on each one. Again, just really want to fill it out, you know, make it feel jungly in here. Let's see, I think I'll probably only fit one at the end here. Oh, I don't know, maybe I could probably squeeze a couple in actually, couldn't I? Yeah, let's squeeze a couple in there. And then one or two here. Well, let's go 3 again like I did on the other side, I think. Again, don't need to be symmetrical or anything like that. There's no need for perfect symmetry. So let's just go for it. Makes it, if things aren't perfectly symmetrical, that's fine, because it just makes it look more normal and natural. And there we go. See, now we are feeling jungly in here, aren't we? All the way around. It's a shame that you can't see into the restaurant, but there's just no way of really doing that. and making it look good because of the stuff sticking down from the top. But you know what, we'll get a door on here so at least it looks like you can enter the restaurant. So let's just get your door on there. So there we go. So that's your little restaurant building where you go in and order your food. Let's just see about a few bins. I said about putting bins in these gaps here, didn't I? So let's do that. Let's just get a bin in each gap. It makes it look like the gaps are there on purpose, which obviously they are, you know. You know I did these things on purpose. And there we go. That is our restaurant done. Oh, I'm really happy with that actually. That looks pretty cool. So this underneath bit I'm going to cover with rocks. So we're going to basically the restaurant will be sitting on a big old pile of rocks. But there should still be plenty of room for the animals. If you imagine that much ground space disappears, they'll still come all the way around here, under here, out here. They've got some good land. I might even just expand it just a little bit here, just make sure they can get around the back here as well. And oh, I've just had a bit of an idea actually of something I could do here which could be good fun. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I've got a bit of an idea for the next episode, but that will have to wait and I'll tell you in the next episode. Let's leave it there, shall we? I feel like we've done all right there. We've got our tree poking out the top of our restaurant. It's looking, I mean, it looks crazy, let's be honest. It's bizarre, it's bonkers, and that's why we love it. So there we go, there's our floating restaurant. Well, at the moment it is literally a floating restaurant. It's not going to be in the end, but for now it is. So let's leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me and watching my episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the like button. If you've got anything you want to say, please leave a comment down below, whether it's positive or negative, obviously. If you've got any thoughts, ideas, suggestions, anything at all, please let me know. And hopefully see me again. I'll see you again rather in the next episode, where we'll just continue in here. Lots and lots still to do. It's a big old job, this habitat. And yeah, we'll see. I've got lots of ideas for this habitat. Lots to do. Lots of rock work. I might do some more rock work, I think, in the next episode, because that really kind of pulls the stuff together, doesn't it? It really pulls the whole thing together once you get the structure in place of like the rock work. So yeah, I'll look into doing some of that, I think. But for now, let's leave it there. So thank you very much. Hopefully I will see you soon. Until then, do take care. Bye for now.